Welcome to Poetry Lockdown Day 73. I've got a really terrific poem and poet today, K. Ryan, Grazing Horses. I've mentioned this before on these lockdowns. Sometimes I really like to read poetry that is kind of, quote, not my style, just to really expand my own idea about poetry. I think I gravitate normally towards poetry that really is either narrative or story based, or often engages with the poetic speaker's own life story. This poet, Kay Ryan, I would say, really, she does not typically use the I pronoun at all. And I think in that way is it's really marvelous the kind of things she can do with mental and emotional states without really, using the I voice for the speaker. So I'm going to read this poem and just talk about how much I admire it. K. Ryan, Grazing Horses. Sometimes the green pasture of the mind tilts abruptly. The grazing horses struggle crazily for purchase on the frictionless, nearly vertical surface. Their furniture-fine legs buckle on the incline, unhorsed by slant. They weren't designed to climb and can't. Simple, lovely poem about things that don't fit. And I feel like if you're like me, and you check in every day on the news or on Twitter or wherever it is you figure out what's happening in the world today, that it seems like every day there's some new thing that just honestly feels insane. And this poem, to me, it feels like very often the grazing horses in my brain are really not able to find a purchase. Their furniture, fine legs buckle, unhorsed by slant. They weren't designed to climb and can't. And I think sometimes just I go to poetry just to name or acknowledge a feeling I have that I don't have an answer for. And I think this, there's a desire. I think most humans, I'll speak for myself, but I have a desire for coherence, for things to integrate, for things to fit. And so much of what I see around me in the world, it's hard to do that. It's hard to make it cohere. And I do believe, as a God-fearing person, praying helps me with that. But I also believe language can help that desire for wholeness and integrity. But one of the things that's good about honest language is it names when things don't seem to be doing that. So I think this poem does that, names that problem of an idea that sort of breaks your brain. So I'll read it one more time. K. Ryan's Grazing Horses. Sometimes the green pasture of the mind tilts abruptly. The grazing horses struggle crazily for purchase on the frictionless, nearly vertical surface. Their furniture-fine legs buckle on the incline, unhorsed by slant. They weren't designed to climb and can't. Thanks, K. Ryan, for this lovely poem, and thank you all for listening.